I overheard my stepdad talking to my mom in their bedroom. He was pressuring her to convince me to move out, saying things like, "Ella needs a stress-free environment for the baby, and it's time for your daughter to stand on her own 2 feet." He also mentioned that Ella had been complaining about feeling uncomfortable with me in the house. My mom seemed hesitant, making noncommittal noises, but she didn't strongly object either. Over the next few days, my stepdad launched a full-scale campaign to get me out of the house. He started leaving apartment listings on my bed, circling rent prices that were way out of my budget. He would talk loudly about the benefits of living independently whenever I was in earshot, telling stories about how he grew as a person when he got his first apartment. He even offered to pay my first month's rent if I found a place quickly, acting like he was doing me a huge favor. One evening, he cornered me in the kitchen and started listing all the reasons why I should move out. He said I was holding Ella back from fully settling in, that I was a financial burden on the family despite the rent I pay, and that it was selfish of me to take up space when Ella needed it more. He even implied that the stress of living with me might be bad for Ella's pregnancy. I was hurt and angry, especially since I've always tried to be a respectful housemate. The final straw came when my stepdad changed the Wi-Fi password and refused to give me the new one. He said I could have it back when I showed him proof that I'd been apartment hunting. It felt like such a petty move, and it made working from home nearly impossible. I had to use up all my mobile data just to attend Zoom meetings for my job. I finally decided to confront my mom about the situation. I asked her directly if she wanted me to move out. She hemmed and hawed, eventually admitting that she and my stepdad had been discussing asking me to leave, but she hadn't agreed to anything yet. She seemed torn between supporting me and keeping the peace with her husband. I told my mom that I wasn't ready to move out yet. I'm still saving up for a down payment on my place, and the current rental market in our area is insane. Even a small studio apartment would eat up most of my monthly income. Plus, I don't think it's fair that I'm being pushed out just because Ella is pregnant. There's plenty of room in this house for all of us if Ella and I could just learn to coexist. My refusal to leave has caused a huge uproar in the family. Ella is playing the victim, claiming that the stress of living with me might harm her baby. She's been walking around the house with her hand on her stomach, wincing dramatically whenever I enter a room. My stepdad is furious and has started giving me the silent treatment, communicating with me only through passive-aggressive notes left on the fridge. Even some extended family members have gotten involved. My aunt called me to say I was being selfish and that family should come first. My cousin messaged me on Facebook telling me to grow up and stop freeloading off my parents. It feels like everyone is ganging up on me, and no one is considering my side of things. The whole situation has put a huge strain on my relationship with my mom. I feel like she's not standing up for me, choosing her new family over her daughter. We used to be close, but now there's this tension between us. All the time, I catch her giving me these sad, guilty looks, but she still won't directly stand up to my stepdad. Ella, meanwhile, is milking her pregnancy for all it's worth. She's constantly asking my stepdad to run out for bizarre food cravings, even in the middle of the night. She's taken over the living room with pregnancy books and baby catalogs. She even started playing Mozart through speakers, saying it's for the baby, but I'm pretty sure it's just to annoy me since she knows I'm trying to work from home.